What if everything we know, every particle, every law of physics, every heartbeat, was never truly real? What if the entire universe is a program? A simulation so vast and intricate that even our thoughts are lines of code, running quietly inside a cosmic machine. It sounds like science fiction, but some of the world's greatest minds take this question very seriously. The idea that the universe could be a simulation isn't new. In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed what is now known as the simulation hypothesis. He suggested that future civilizations with technology far beyond our imagination could create digital worlds indistinguishable from reality, complete with conscious beings that don't know they're simulated. And if such simulations are possible, Bostrom argued, then statistically, we're more likely living inside one than outside it. At first, it feels absurd. Surely the universe, with its stars, galaxies, and billions of years of cosmic history, is real. But as science digs deeper, strange clues begin to appear. Clues that make our reality look programmable. Let's start at the smallest scale. In quantum physics, reality doesn't behave like a solid, continuous film. It behaves like pixels. Tiny, discrete packets of energy that blink in and out of existence. Electrons jump between states. Particles appear only when they are observed. It's as if the universe renders detail only when someone or something is watching. Just like how a video game loads a scene only when the player turns their head. Some physicists have even found mathematical patterns in nature that resemble digital encoding. The Planck length, for example, the smallest possible unit of space, acts like a limit of resolution, a pixel size for the universe. If space itself is quantized, that would mean the cosmos doesn't run on analog physics, but on digital logic. The fabric of reality might be made of bits, zeros, and ones. Others point to the fine-tuning problem, the fundamental constants of nature. Gravity, the speed of light, the mass of the electron are so precisely balanced that even a microscopic difference would make life impossible. It's as if someone calibrated the code of the universe for the purpose of existence, too precise to be random, too deliberate to be an accident. Of course, this raises a terrifyingly simple question. If the universe is a program, who wrote it? Some imagine a cosmic programmer, a being or intelligence that exists outside our space and time, observing the simulation as it unfolds. To them, God might not be a divine entity in a mystical sense, but a consciousness capable of writing reality itself, a coder whose tools are physics and whose language is mathematics. After all, as Galileo once said, the universe is written in the language of math. Maybe he meant that more literally than we ever realized. But not everyone sees the programmer as a god. Others think the simulation might be the result of a future civilization, perhaps even humanity itself, running ancestor simulations to study their own origins. Imagine a society millions of years ahead of us, capable of storing entire universes in quantum computers. They could run billions of timelines at once, each one slightly different, each one believing it's the real world. If that's true, then somewhere right now, there might be an entity, or even another version of us, watching this very moment unfold. Not as a divine act, but as a scientific experiment. But what would this mean for consciousness? If we are part of a simulation, are our thoughts still real? If your mind is code, can you still love, feel, and wonder? It's tempting to say no, that simulated emotion is an illusion. But what if emotion is just another form of data? A pattern complex enough to generate self-awareness? In that case, every moment of joy, fear, and curiosity is still authentic because it's real to us. And maybe that's all that matters. There's also a darker question. If the universe is running on code, could it be turned off? What happens when the simulation ends? Would we simply vanish like a computer shutting down? Or would something of us remain, like data waiting to be reloaded? Some scientists believe that even if we are inside a simulation, it wouldn't change much. The laws of physics would still hold, because that's how the program runs. We'd still live, love, and die the same way. The only difference would be we'd finally know who's behind the screen. Then again, maybe there is no programmer at all. Maybe the simulation is recursive, an infinite chain of realities simulating each other, each unaware of the level above it. Perhaps every universe creates another in an endless feedback loop, and reality is just the base layer we'll never reach. Even the possibility that our universe is the byproduct of randomness, that some cosmic system accidentally generated a self-aware simulation, a glitch that became self-sustaining. Life, consciousness, stars, all just emergent behaviors of code that refuses to stop running. But maybe that's the point. Maybe the universe is learning. Every atom, every mind, every discovery, feeding information back into the source. The program doesn't end when we understand it. It evolves with us, growing richer, more complex, more aware. We might not be trapped in a simulation. We might be part of the simulation's awakening. And if that's true, then the coder isn't outside of us. It's within everything. Every decision, every dream, every act of creation adds a new line of code to the universe itself. We are the system's self-replicating functions, writing reality as we live it. So maybe the real question isn't who wrote the code, but why it keeps running. Maybe the answer isn't out there, but right here, in our curiosity, our wonder, and our endless search for meaning. Because that search might be the very thing that keeps the program alive. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to WiseUse, because sometimes asking the right question is the most powerful code we can write.